Hello friends, welcome to you all here in this particular session. Here we will discuss mixer alligation set 2. We have already discussed set 1, the basics we are already done with. Now moving to some more questions, some slightly moderate level questions so that you can feel that these are the kind of questions, similar kind of questions generally comes in exam. I am talking about specifically for prelims examination, and some questions maybe tends to the mains level examination as well. Just solve some questions here, and we will just build up the concept over the basics one, whatever we have already done with. Now moving to solve some more questions so that we can just boost up our concept level and get something better out of it. So moving to the first slide here. A sum of rupees 118 was shared among 50 boys and girls. Each girl receives 2.6 rupees and each boy receives 1.8. Find the number of girls. So number of boys and girls we can only find out if we get the ratio of the two. Now this is 118 rupees and 50 boys and girls. So total, what is the average? That is, this is 1. And now if we take, this is the boys side, this is the girls, right? So girls receive 2.6. What is the boys receiving? That is 1.8. So what is this? Just multiply it both by 2, that is 100. So this is 2.36. Now 2.36, 1.8. This difference is 0.56. This difference is 0.24. Now one thing I have already discussed in our earlier session, that the balancing point close to whichever portion, that portion should have higher weightage. Here you can see 2.36. And you can see 2.36 is close to 2.6, not 1.8, because the difference here is less, 0.24. So just it get reversed, and this is 3:7. 3:7. Now total is 50. Number of boys and girls. Now here is total 10. So 10 units. So 1 unit equals to 5. So 7 unit, that is 35 girls here, and it's asking the number of girls. So this is answer. Now moving to next one. 3 vessels whose capacities are in the ratio 6:3:2 are completely filled with milk and water. Now here are the 3 vessels. This is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one. Now the milk and water in the mixture, that is 2:3. This is the first one, and the second one, this is 4:2. This is the third one, 5:2. Now taking the 1/4 of the first, half of the second, half of the third in the new mixture kept in a new vessel, that is the bigger one. Now the first one, that is, this is 5 unit total, this is total 6 unit, this is total 7 unit, but this all three are in different ratio. We cannot take that all 5, 6, 7 are in the same unit. No, absolutely not. This all three are different unit. Say 2.3, 2:3 and 4:2 and 5:2 all are different. So here we have to make this all three, the quantity it's talking about, the first container, second container, third container is in the ratio 6:3:2, 6:3:2. Now what we can do here, that make all three equal first. That is, this is 5 multiplied by 6 into 7, that is 42, multiplied 6 by 5 into 7, that is 35, multiplied 7 by 30, that is 6 into 5. Now these all are equal. Now this is 210, 200, 210. Now this value we can now multiply by 6:3:2, whatever the ratio we have to make it. Now just simplify this. This is 3, this is 14, this is 10, right? So this is 420, this is 210, and this is 140, right? Now this is the final quantity in each of this container if it's in the ratio 6:3:2. I hope by now this is clear. Now moving to the next one, the next statement. Taking 1/4 of the first, 1/4 of the first, that means 105 from this first container, half of the second, 105 from the second, and half of the third, that means 70, right? Now this 105, the quantity from the first container exactly in the same ratio, that is 2:3, and 105 from the second is in the ratio 4:2, 170 from the third container, that is in the ratio 5:2, right? So the first one, that is 2:3, the milk and water here from the first one, that is 5 means this is 21, that means 4263 from the first container, first one, right? This is first, this is second, and this is third. Now from the second one, that is 4:2, we can just reduce it in 2:1. That means 3 unit is 105. That means 1 unit 35, 1 unit, 2 unit 70, 1 unit 35. This is from second. Okay, good one. Now moving to next, third container 70, 5:7, 5:2. Total is 7. So 1 unit 10. That means this is 50 and this is 20. Sums it up. This is 92, 162. This is 55, 118. Now this is 81, this is 59. Right. So this is milk part, this is water part. What it's saying, what is the percentage of water in the new mixture? New mixture, percentage of water, that is 59. Total is 140. This is 100, right? This gives 590 divided by 14. Okay. Now how do we calculate this? See, 420, this is 30%, then 140 we can take, 560, then 30. So this is 30, this is 10, this is 2 by 14. So this is 40, 42 complete, 2 by 14. This is the answer here, right? I hope this is clear. Quite a lengthy one, but yes, you can solve it easily if you practice enough. Moving to next. A vessel is filled with 120 liters of chemical solution acid A, right? Some quantity of acid A has been taken out and replaced with 23 liters of acid B. Now be careful here about the language, that some quantity of acid A was taken out and replaced with 23 liters of acid B. It's no way saying that equal quantity taken out and replaced with the same quantity in some other thing, that means acid B. No, it's not saying like that. It is saying that some quantity may be different from 23 liters, but it replaced by 23 liters of acid B. That's it. That the resultant ratio of acid A and B is 4:1. Now see here that acid B, initially there is no acid B, only acid A, 120 liters of chemical solution. Now after adding 23 liters of acid B, the ratio becomes 4:1. That means what? That means this is acid A and this is B. So 4:1 it becomes after adding B, because initially there is no B, only acid A. Now after adding B, the ratio becomes 4:1. That means this 1 unit now, this is 23 liters. So what is the acid A in the present mixture? That is 92 here, 92 liter. So what is the total then? That is 115 liter. So that means what? That means initially 120, something removed and then replaced with 23 liters water, and here you can see 120 and 115, 5 liters difference. That means what? 23 liters replaced. So initially what's the quantity taken out from the container as an acid A? That is not 23 but 28. 28 first removed, then add 23 liters of, this is acid B, this is acid A removed, this is acid B removed, add, and then again 23 liters of mixture taken out. Now 23 liters taken out, 23 liters taken out means 23 easily can be taken out. So 92 liters is the mixture right now. So mixture, this is 92 liters at present after 23 liters removed, right? Now, okay, 23 liters removed. Now this is again in the same ratio, that is 4:1, because something we have removed from the container, something if we remove from the container, the ratio still be the same till we are adding something extra from the outside, right? So 23 liters of the mixture taken out, that means the ratio becomes 4:1 right now. So 92 divided by 5, this gives 18.4. So milk here, that is 18.4 into 4, and water, that is 18.4 into 1. Now what's saying? Replace with 28 liters of acid B. Just add this. So what it's giving? That means milk here and water here. This is 736. This is 464. Just reduce it. 232, 36, 8, 184, 116, this is 58, this is 92, 46, 29. So 46 ratio 29 is the answer, right? What is the ratio of acid A to acid B in the resultant mixture? One more important thing, please keep that thing in mind, that it's talking about in which way. That means acid A is to acid B or acid B is to acid A. Accordingly, the answer would get changed. Here, acid A into ratio acid B, that is 46 into 29. If it's acid B ratio acid A, then the answer it exactly gets reversed. I hope this is clear. Moving to next. 60 kg of a certain variety of sugar, rupees 32 per kg, is mixed with 48 kg of another variety of sugar. Okay, so this is the quantity, that is 60 kg here, and this is 48 kg, right? The price here, that is 32 rupees per kg, right? And sold at an average price, that is 28 rupees, right? Now, what's saying? There would be no profit, no loss due to new selling price, right? Due to there will be no profit, no loss due to new selling price. So total is 60, 48. Total is 108 kg. 108 kg. So this is the selling price. Total selling price. Just calculate it. 2800. We can take 28 into 100 plus 8 into 28. That means 160, 64, 228. So this gives 3024. Now this is the initial cost price, one part, that is 1920. So the remaining cost price should be here because there is no profit, no loss. It's talking about in the question itself, it's given. Now if this is 2000, then 1024 would be, but this is not 2000, 80 less, so 80 should be covered here. That means 1104, which is the total cost price of 48 kg sugar. Now what this price, the per kg price, should be find out from here. That is 46, 96, 96, 4, 14. So 144, 144. That means here it's 2 and here it's not 6. This is 3, right? So our answer is 23 rupees per kg, which is the answer, right? Moving to next. A vessel contains a mixture of diesel and petrol in which there is 20% diesel. Okay, so just D for diesel and here it's petrol. So 20% diesel, this is it. So obviously 80% petrol, that is 1:4 reduced from I am writing here. 5 liters drawn off. 5 liters drawn off, ratio still be the same. 5 liters drawn off. Then the vessel is filled out. 1:5. This state, right? And the drawn off and the vessel filled with petrol. Again, petrol is getting added, right? If the diesel present in the mixture now is 15%, just reduced from 1585, reduced from 3:17. Remember this. Now petrol is getting added, so diesel still be the same. This is 3, this is 1, so this multiplied by 3. This set should be multiplied by 3, right? So this gives 3:12. And the final one, 3:17. This difference because of petrol added. So 5 liters of petrol are drawn off and replaced with petrol. 5 liters drawn off and replaced with petrol. So this is 5 liters, 5 unit 5 liters. So how much does the vessel hold? That means this total quantity here, that is 20 into 1, that is 20 liter. Clear? The price of a box and a pen is rupees 60. This is box, this is pen. The box sold at 40% profit, right? And this is 10% loss. The shopkeeper gains 4 in the whole transaction. That means 60. So this is it. Multiplied by 100, 15, right? So this is 600. Or percentage, you can just simply cancel it out because we are dealing with the ratios only, right? Or for better understanding this 10% loss, you can just simply maintain the state here. Now this is 100 and this is minus 150. Now this difference, positive, negative, so this is 250 and this is 500. I have told you multiple times that balancing point close to whichever side, that side should have higher weightage. So the ratio would be reversed, exactly reversed. 250 ratio 500, that gives in reduced form 1:2. 1:2, that is the total cost price. Box and pen, total is 60. 3 unit is 60 here. 3 unit equals to 60 rupees. So the box, that should be 1 unit. So the price of box that is 20 rupees, right? Same answer, 20 liter, 20 rupees. Okay, so I hope that is clear now. Moving to next. A container contains 192 liter of milk. A seller draws out X% of the milk and replaces with the same quantity of water. He repeated the process for 3 times. It's not saying that 3 more times. Keep that thing in mind, that he repeated the same process for 3 times, right? So total 3 times it's talking about. So 192 liters. Now 100 minus X% of the milk is getting replaced with the same quantity of water. That is it. Now this form you have to understand what it is. X% of the milk is replaced with the same quantity of water. I told you in the earlier session that if something is getting replaced by something, that means if something is taken out and then replaced with something other, whichever quantity is getting added, the concentration of the other one gets changed. Okay, so that is the kind of scenario we employed here. 192 liters of the total milk, and initially that's total milk, and replaced quantity, that is water. So replacing with water, that means the concentration of milk gets changed. In other words, if the total 192 liters water is there and the replaced quantity, that is milk, in that way we can say that the concentration of water gets changed. Though it's not sound very good, but yes, this is the concept wise understanding, that the container contains 192 liter of milk and the replaced quantity, that is water. That means the concentration of milk gets changed, not the water, because externally water is getting added. So the concentration in the container, that is the milk, would get changed. That is it. So this is done, this same process is done for 3 times, that means to the power 3, and thus the milk in the mixture is only 81 liter. Concentration of milk we are dealing with, so that is it. Now this is 100 minus x by 100 to the power 3 and 81 by 192. This is 64, this is 27. We can simply write it 3 by 4 to the power cube. Cube should be there. The number should be given in such a manner that you can easily calculate it. So this is 100 minus x, this is 75, right? So x equals to 25. So the answer here is 25%, right? Moving to next. 2 vessels A and B contain a mixture of milk and water. In the first vessel, vessel A has a ratio of milk and water is 8:3. So this is milk and water, 8:3. This is the second container, this is 5:1, right? And the final one, that is 4:1, milk and water. Just keep a check here that milk and water ratio is given 4:1, right? If it's given water to milk, then we have to change it accordingly. Just check it once that milk and water is given in each of this set. Okay, that is fine. So 4:1. Now this is total 11 unit, this is total 5 unit, this is total 6 unit. Now this would get multiplied by 30, this would get multiplied by 66, this would get multiplied by 55 to make the quantity equal in each of this set, right? So now we can deal with this milk, either milk or water set. Now just deal with milk first. Okay, you can do by yourself with the water set as well. Now milk here, that is 8, 30, that is 240 is the first set. Here it's 55, 5, that is 275, this is 264. Now here's the difference 24, here's the difference 11, right? So I told you that whichever sides the balancing point close to, that side would have heavier weightage, right? So ratio would get changed here, 11:24, right? A 35 liter capacity vessel is filled from these two, right? So 11:24, total is already 35. So this is 11 liter and this is 24 liter. What it is asked, that is the how many liters should be taken from first vessel A, that is 11 liters. So our answer is 11 liter, right? A vessel contains mixture in which 20% water and rest is milk. Okay, so this is milk and water. right? 20%, 80%, just reduce from 4:1. This kind of understanding you have to develop to solve the questions in minimal time. Okay, as soon as you see the 20%, 40%, 50%, 75%, you have to develop a knack that you can just write down at a time the reduced form of that particular. Okay, if 28 liter of more water is added, then the quantity of water becomes 3 by 8. So total is 8, water is 3, that means milk is 5. Now the milk is not getting changed but the water. So this is 20, this form 20:5. This is 20:12. So 7 units getting added, and 7 unit equivalent to 28 liter of water is getting added. So 1 unit, that is 4 liter, right? So it's talking about the quantity of milk in the vessel initially, that is 20 into 4, that is 80 liter. This is the milk part, right? This is answer. A jar contains 100 liters of milk. Okay, a thief, this is it, 100 liters of milk a jar contains. A thief stole 10 liter of milk and replaced with water, right? So 100 liters of milk initially. Now 10 liters of milk stolen and replaced with water. Replaced with water, that means the concentration of milk gets changed. I am again repeating my words that if something is getting replaced by something, then the concentration of the remaining part, the rest thing would get changed in the mixture. That means if the 10 liters milk is taken out and replaced with water, that means the concentration of milk gets changed. That's it. That means 90%, 9 by 10. Next, he stole 20% of the milk and replaced with water. 20% or 20 liter of the milk, or 20% we can say. Why? Because this in base value, that is 100. 20 liters or 20%, whatever we say, that's absolutely same. No difficulty at all, right? So 20%, that means this is 4 by 5, right? Again, he stole 25% or 25 liter of the milk and replaced with water. 25 liter, that means this should be 75 part. That is the concentration of milk we are dealing with. So 3 by 4. I am saying my words that 20 liter and 25 liter, this can be understood by a percentage value because the base value here is 100. Okay, don't confuse it. Then the quantity of water in the final mixture. We are dealing with the concentration of milk here. So whatever it comes, if we subtract this value from 100, we will get the quantity of water in the final mixture. Let's do it. So this is 50, this is 4 gone, this is 2, this is 27, so 54 liter. This is milk part, right? So water in the final mixture, that is 100 minus 54, this is 46 liter, and this is the answer. So I hope you understood all the questions I have discussed here, and that is all for now. Please practice more number of questions so that you can get the efficiency in that particular. You can solve more number of questions in a Zifi. Okay, that is the intention here. And in prelims, these are the kind of questions you can solve at a minimal touching of pen and paper. Okay, so that is all for now, and good time.